Hey, welcome to the Fine Manual. This video is going to walk you through adjusting drum parameters on the TR-08 with MIDI control envelopes from Ableton Live. This video is going to assume that you have configured your TR-08 with Ableton Live. If you haven't done that, you can check out my previous video that shows you how to configure multi-channel inputs from the TR-08 to Ableton. That video also shows you how to trigger the TR-08 with MIDI, so if you don't know how to do that, you'll need to check it out before you can continue. You'll also want to visit Roland.com and make sure to download the MIDI implementation chart for the TR-08. This is where we'll find out which control change messages relate to which parameters of the TR-08. I've prepared a pretty basic drum pattern here for us to use as a sample while we adjust the MIDI envelopes. Let's record the original pattern so that we have something to compare our final product to at the end of the video. I'm going to record 2 bars and then I'm going to take only the second bar so that we get some of the overlap of the last drum hit. Okay, now that we've preserved an original version of the track, let's start modifying some of these MIDI envelopes. If you don't see the envelopes window in your MIDI editor, in the bottom left corner of the editor there's a little E. Click on that button and it should turn yellow and the envelope window should appear. In the envelope window, make sure that the first drop down has MIDI control selected, and then in that second drop down, that's where we'll choose the MIDI control change that we're going to use to adjust the drum pattern. Alright, let's get started. The first control change we're going to adjust is number 20, and this relates to the kick tune. So after we select that, I'm going to hit the B key on my keyboard to switch to the draw mode, and I'm just going to roughly change some parameters here. We should pretty immediately hear a change to that kick drum tune. Alright, the next change is going to be on control change 23, and that affects the decay of the kick drum. Again, I'm just roughly changing these. I'm not really trying to make anything intentional. I'm going to extend that decay a little bit longer. Change we're going to make is to a low tom that's towards the end of this pattern. It's on control change 46, and I'm going to switch back to the breakpoint tool with the keyboard B key. I'm going to draw a little envelope in. The next change is going to be to the decay, and it should make that first change to the low tom a bit more obvious. Still can't really hear it, so let's change control change 48, which is the level for the low tom, and see if we can make that a little more clear. Sort of wobbly sounding. Alright, so let's change one of the high tom hits. That's control change 52, and we're also going to use the breakpoint tool again to change the tune. And then we're going to change control change 53, which controls the decay for the high tom. I'm going to go back to control change 52, the tuning again, and I'm going to adjust that envelope a little bit. both of those toms sound a little bit more interesting, I think. Okay, I'm going to change some of these claps. 59 is the decay control. I'm in draw mode again. I'm just going to roughly change some of the clap decay. And now I'm going to change the clap level with control change 60. Next I'm gonna change the decay on the closed hi-hat. That's control change 62. And then I'm gonna change the open hat, which is control change 81, and I'm gonna adjust the decay. Alright, let's give a listen back and forth between the two versions. So first I'll play the modified. You can hear the parameters changing as the track plays. And now let's listen to the original. Okay, so obviously I'm not trying to make like a complete finished track here or anything, but more just demonstrate how tweaking some of these parameters using MIDI control envelopes can add some movement and some interesting effects into your drum pattern. I'm still exploring ways to use other effects and devices to control those MIDI control change messages. I know that there are some ways to do it with Max for Live, but I've yet to figure it out with native Ableton tools. When Live 10 comes out in February 2018, if there's a way to do it, I will post a video about it. Thanks.